It's 6 p.m. on June 20th, 2023, and this is Calvin Castine outside the Champlain town offices, and we're here for a little hometown hero program. The community has put up some hometown hero flags to honor our veterans, and wherever you drive around the North Country, just about every community has the variety of those flags, recognizing the people from their communities who have served in the military. And today there's a little ceremony, and we're here to capture it. And it should be getting going momentarily.
Hello everybody, can I have your attention? I'm Tom Trombley, the town supervisor of the town of Champlain, and I want to welcome everybody here. We're here tonight to honor all of our military that are on the hometown banners here in the town of Champlain. In addition to that, I want to honor all military veterans in general, any active military, and all of our first responders. I thank you. The town thanks you for your service. I'd like to make some introductions. We have Connie Mandeville from Billy Jones' office here tonight. Thank you for coming. We have Calvin Castine, our area legislator. Thank you, Calvin. Benny Arno from the village of Rouse's Point. Benny's a trustee there. Thank you, Benny. And council member Rick Hunter from the town of Champlain. Thank you, Rick. And we also have the Champlain VFW. We thank you for your participation, and the Rouse's Point Montgomery Post 912 American Legion. We thank you as well. And a special thank you to the committee that got this done. And there's a lot of work behind the scenes to make this happen. There's a lot of work each spring and fall to get them up, take them down. So the committee consists of Sarah Gagno, Melody Trombley, Jane West, Ann Lapierre, and council member Jason Borey. We thank you very, very much, and I'd like everybody to do a round of applause for that committee. Whoops. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to council member Borey.
Thank you, Supervisor Trombley. Appreciate that. And yes, to all those dignitaries and those organizations in the township, the VFW in Champlain, and the American Legion in Rouse's Point. Thank you so much for everything that you do, not only for those veterans, current members in service, but also what you do for our community day in and day out. We really do appreciate that. And I want to give special thanks to the committee, where it really could not happen to have this program without their time, effort, and support. So Sarah and Jane and Melody and Ann, it's really heartwarming to see people want such dedication done. And so with that said, the town of Champlain is a very proud sponsor of many of the members of our community who have served us and served our nation with their bravery and honorable military service all throughout the various areas of American history, all military branches, and these are showcased as part of our Hometown Heroes banner program. Their selfless, unwavering commitment through multiple generations is displayed loftily along our traveled roadways for all locals and visitors alike to view, reflect upon, and acknowledge. While we may not have a personal connection to all of those displayed on our Hometown Hero banners, we are connected to them through their service to our nation and, of course, to their home community. Now, regardless of our race and gender, creed, or other undefined characteristic, we can all stand on common ground in our deep respect and gratitude for the significant contributions that these hometown heroes have made since the inception of our country's military and the many calls for service throughout the decades. We remain forever grateful for their service and sacrifice, and the town of Champlain is proud to honor such individuals today. And that honor will go on tomorrow, and that honor will go on for the foreseeable future. So thank you for your service. Our Hometown Hero banner program is our salute to you. So thank you very much. So in fashion here, we're going to list the names of those found on the banners. And Calvin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have ambitions to post the photographs within the video so people can make connection with the names. So when they see the banners, they have an even deeper understanding of who these people are through image and through their given name. So we'll start. Jay Stiles, U.S. Army Air Corps and Air Force. Ed Deloria, U.S. Marine Corps. Ron Cotto, U.S. Air Force, Army, National Guard. Alfred Babby Jr., U.S. Navy. Maritza St. John, U.S. Navy. Avery Trombley, U.S. Coast Guard. Rolla Parker, U.S. Coast Guard. Bernard Bayshard, U.S. Army. Armand Bayshard, U.S. Army. Robert St. John, U.S. Air Force. Leslie Burrell, U.S. Navy. Howard Desautels, U.S. Army. Andrew Favreau, U.S. Army. Clarence Jeanette, U.S. Army. Tom Bayshard, U.S. Navy. Conrad Bayshard, U.S. Army. Pierre Burtz, U.S. Navy. Alan Lucas, U.S. Army. Roy Clark, U.S. Army. Rene Barrier, U.S. Army. Max LeDuc, U.S. Marine Corps. Thomas Goslow, U.S. Army. And while this list may seem like it's not a true reflection of all those who have served in our town, it is an honorable reflection of those who have served our town. And we ask anybody that is in the town to participate in this program. It is open to anybody who has served in any branch of the military at any time period, whether it be from the Revolutionary War era all the way up to current day. So please consider participating in this program and create a banner. We will create a banner for you to be displayed within the township. We also encourage anybody that's out there to participate in our committee. So if you would like to join our committee when we do our reflection of the applications and getting involved of those who have served, please consider calling Sarah here at the town office, and we'll get you on that committee. We also would like to say, just in general, it is an honor and a privilege to be able to do this for our community. And thank you very much for coming here today. And we have maybe the supervisor will do a few closing remarks. We have a small reception here for everybody. Thank you so much for participating in today's ceremony for our hometown heroes.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you. The town would be remiss without remembering and mentioning and thanking this company. Champlain Technology Group, CTG, has always come forward to help us with anything we need. They are community bound, I guess is a word I could use. But they put these banners up, they take them down, they do this as a charitable donation to the community. So thank you very much to the Champlain Technology Group, CTG. The town of Champlain really, really appreciates having you here in our community. And with that, yes, I'd like to close this, thanking everybody for attending. And thank you very much, gentlemen, from the VFW and the Legion for being here. That was very, very special to have you here. Thank you.
Okay, we've pulled the Saragano out from that big party that's going on outside right now because we want to make sure it's clear to everybody that although Tom said to call and get your banner up there is a cost for the people who want to do this. And this is basically for the people who live or have lived within the town outside of the two villages, because each village has their own hometown hero program, the village of Champlain and the village of Rouse's Point. So Sarah, what's going to happen when they call the office here in Champlain and ask to talk to Sarah Gagno?
We have an application for you to fill out. You can either find it on our website under the Hometown Heroes tab, or you can call me and I can print it out for you. When you complete the website, or when you complete the application and bring it back, we need a DD 214. That is the paper that your loved one would get when they exit the military. This way it has all their information on it, so we can just confirm that we have all the proper information when the flags go up. We can also bring me a picture. What I normally do is I scan the picture and you keep we give you back the picture. It's not anything that we keep. And the fee for the banner is $225. The banners go up for 2 years. Right now we have banners on 9B, we have 9, Route 11, Mason Road, and they're all in the town. A couple that are on Mason Road and other places people have requested. So if we're able to, we try to put them in the places that the people request, so they can see their loved ones. We try to put one across from the town hall, so everybody that goes by the town hall can see one. Last year we had Mr. Clark. This year he requested to be on 9B, so we've moved him there so his loved ones can see him for the second year.
All right. Any idea who's across the road here?
Mr. Desatel.
Okay. You didn't know there was going to be a quiz, did you?
No.
Okay, so I assume it's too late for 2023 because the banners are up and it's a 2-year thing, but you can renew it, but there is a fee if you want to renew it beyond that, and you get the banner. The renewing is creating a new banner and you get the old one because of the weather deterioration, right?
Correct. After 2 years, we give it back to you. We give it back to the family. From there, we try to we store it over the winter and we keep it here. It goes up for the second year. If we don't have enough banners and the families want them back up for one more year, we would at their request, but after 2 years they get it back. They can do what they choose to do with the banner. After that, our applications open in November to January, and then from January to March that allows us to get our permits for NYSEG, DOT, and create the banners, and then get the proofs so we can get them up for Memorial Day.
Okay, so you get the banner back, but you can always purchase another banner and continue. But you can't put these up there for for 2 summers, and beyond that, they would just deteriorate, and it
Right.
wouldn't be paying tribute to your loved one.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the town, the different weather is hard on the banners, kind of thing. So, yes, that's why we said 2 years. Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you think we should know, Sarah?
No, I think it's a great program. I'm great to see that a lot of the local towns are doing it. It's amazing to see all the banners that are on in every municipality. It's great to see all the people that have served in the military and all the tributes that the municipalities are giving.
And a word of caution: don't get overly distracted by the banner as you're driving down the highway,
Exactly.
because if you're trying to read a name and you get traffic coming, it's not a very good picture. So if you need to pull over to see it, get off the road and see that banner. But it's a great endeavor. I appreciate what the effort you folks have done. And what's the phone number?
518-298-8160, extension 2.
Extension 2. All right. She is number 2 here, just underneath number 1. I'm assuming the supervisor's number
Yes.
1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
I want to thank Sarah for taking a moment to chat with us, and also thank all the people who are so involved in getting this done. As we said, just about every community in our North Country are honoring our hometown heroes with this type of banner. If your community hasn't done that, which I find not likely, but if you haven't, contact any of the towns that are doing it, villages or city that are doing it, and I'm sure they can lead you in the right direction. We're going to take a look at the banners that are up and around the town of Champlain. This does not include the many, many banners that are in the village of Rouse's Point and the village of Champlain. This is only the town outside. And we're going to start here with Roy Clark Jr. Some of these people we will recognize because they still look familiar. He was in the U.S. Army and he served in Vietnam. We're going to skip these first 3 guys in a row here because their banners were redone, so we'll be seeing them later on in this little video we're doing here. Alfred Babby Jr., Sonny Babby, U.S. Navy. This is one I would not have recognized Sonny from this photo. This is in the World War II era, I'm sure. Leslie Burrell Jr., U.S. Navy. Pierre Bertz, U.S. Navy SEAL Team in Vietnam. Thomas P. Bayshard, U.S. Navy, Vietnam. Armin F. Bayshard, U.S. Army, World War I. Rainy Ron Koto, Desert Storm, Bosnia, U.S. Air Force, Army National Guard. Conrad E. Bayshard, U.S. Army, World War II. Looks like he was a captain. Alan C. Lucas, U.S. Army, private. Guess I haven't done the other ranks. That's too late to go back. I can only go in one direction. Private Edward Deloria, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam. Maritza St. John, U.S. Navy. I believe she's still currently serving. Robert Bob St. John, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam. Avery L. Trombley, Coast Guard. And Mother Melody said he has recently come out of the Coast Guard and is now attending college. As we look at my former classmate, Rainey Barrier, we will point out that it was mentioned a couple of times after that if people have problems getting photos, there are several sources. Benny Arnold mentioned maybe some from the old North Countrymen. You can find those online and also in the village historian's office. The historian's office has most of the old North Countrymen, so you might be able to squeeze a usable picture out of there. But you can find it online at the New York newspaper website. And also, Border Press did a couple of books a few years back, and they put a whole lot of veterans' pictures in there. So you might want to get a hold of Border Press to see if they might have a picture of your relative that you'd like to honor. So here's Rainey Barrier, U.S. Army, and he's a specialist C5, I guess. Rolla Parker, U.S. Coast Guard. And yes, this is the guy who's sold cars, and I think his banner is right outside the former Parker Chevrolet place. So Rolla was in attendance tonight as we did this. James Favreau, U.S. Army, another one of my classmates. He served in Vietnam. Max LeDuc, U.S. Marine Corps. Operation Iraq Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom. Max LeDuc. And we come down to Thomas Schuyler Goslow, Tommy Goslow, U.S. Army. Howard Royce Desitel, this is the one that Sarah said is across as we speak from the town of Champlain offices on Route 9. He's in the U.S. Army. Clarence R. Jeanette, U.S. Army, World War I. And Tech Sergeant, I guess, T Sergeant Jay Stiles, our former Metropolitan Insurance man, Jay Stiles, U.S. Army Corps, World War II. And Bernard Bayshard, U.S. Army, Korean War. So those are the ones that are currently flying in the town of Champlain. The banners are up for 2 years. They put them up in the spring before Memorial Day and take them down around Veterans Day in the fall so they don't go through the winters. But even with that kind of care, they still get kind of beat up. So after 2 years, they take the banners down and give them to the families. And if the families want to continue, they have to resubmit and do everything that they did in the first time around. So that'll wrap up this look at the hometown heroes. And if other communities in our area have these photos so that we can look at them, we did the village of Champlain, I think it was 2 years ago, and it took a lot of walking just to cover those. So Rouse's Point put theirs up last year, and we just didn't go around. But if they have them available so we can look at them in this kind of format, we'd be more than happy to share all these banners with the community. So Rouse's Point, Mowers, Shazy, whoever, Ellenberg, whoever has these, we'd be more than happy to sit down with you and pay tribute to our local hometown heroes.